Hey, what's going on, Dokkan fam, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be showcasing the new Intelligence Raditz unit at full rainbow. Just in case you guys don't know who we're talking about, it's this guy right here, Ruthless Invader Raditz. Now, my Raditz is not at full rainbow yet, but I was able to find a guest who did have him at full rainbow, and it looks like they maxed out the crit, which is exactly what I would do, so it's almost like showcasing my own unit. I wish I could do my own, but I ran out of orbs. Mine's at like 80%. But we're going to do this test a few different ways. Number one, I just want to let you guys know I am doing the low class warrior event, so I am doing Raditz event. I am doing stage 3 Raditz Pride because it's going to give us plenty of opportunities to attack multiple Sabermen in a row and see exactly what Raditz can do, number one, by himself, and number two, we do have a nuke lead here, so we'll be able to actually conduct a nuke test as well. Really quick, so the nuke lead that I'm using is Rampaging Vengeance Super Baby 2 Giant Ape, and as you guys can see, his leader skill is Intelligence Type Attack plus 33% per Intelligence Key Sphere obtained. So, every key sphere we obtain, it's going to be plus 33%. Now, if you guys don't have this unit, I do want you to know that there is another one that you can use. And let me go to it real quick. It's actually one of the newer Beerus units that came out. And it's this one right here, God of Destruction's Ultimatum Beerus. Now, his leader skill is Intelligence Type Attack plus 30% per Intelligence Key Sphere obtained. But he actually has a Dokkan. Mine is Dokkaned, actually. He's just reversed because I was boosting his super attack. But when you Dokkan him, his goes to plus 33% as well. So you have a choice as to which one you can use as a nuke lead if you don't have both and you have one or the other. So let me confirm this real quick. Now, the only other character really on my team that's worth mentioning is my Whis. And Whis actually has a passive skill where all allies get an extra attack and defense buff of plus 12%, which when Whis Dokkins, I just don't have the Battle of Gods medal to Dokkan him, but when he does Dokkan, it goes up to plus 20%, so just in case you guys have him, and you actually need him, we don't necessarily need him to conduct our nuke test, but if he happens to come on the board at the same time Raditz does, you know, that extra 12% does help. And then obviously down here for the support items, guys, you want to go Blue Oolong, then you want to do STR Poir, Physical Poir, and then obviously Intelligence Poir, in that order to max out the board with as many key spheres as possible that are the intelligence kind. So let's press start really quick. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go down to the bottom where all the Sabermen are and conduct this nuke test. Let me just see really quick. So, okay, I'm going to save a 2. So let's get down there. I really hope Baby doesn't turn into a giant ape, though. And that's why I'm going down here, because if Baby turns into a giant ape, it's going to kind of screw us over. Alright, here we go. So we need to get our friend Raditz on the board. Oh, look! Right off the bat! We got friend Raditz, and we have Whis on the board. So, let's conduct that nuke and see how much damage we can do. Alright, AGL Oolong. I'm actually really interested to see just how hard he's going to hit. And the reason why I'm doing it here and not doing it on like Boss Rush or anything like that is because we're going to hit AGL, Tech, Intelligence, Strength, and Physical all in one shot. And it'll give us a nice range as to see what he can do against each one. Alright, here we go. Let's see how many we can get. We're not going to be able to clear the whole board, unfortunately, because we got a few rainbow key spheres, but, I mean, it's still enough. So let's see if I go here. I can get them all, almost, except that top one, which stinks. I mean, it's better than nothing, so we missed 3. Not too bad. Alright. Doesn't really matter what these guys get, because he's about to die. Alright, so here we go. Rainbow nuke test! Let's see what Raditz can do at full rainbow. And then we're going to remember these numbers because the next Sabermen we fight, we're not going to do it. Damn! Over a mil! Almost 2 mil, over a mil. 2 mil crit. And then against the physical, he only did about 462,000. Which is pretty good because remember, that's the type disadvantage because physical destroys intelligence. So not too bad at 462,000. Okay, let's go to the next. So he's basically hitting for 1 to 2 million against every single type except physical. And maybe if he did a crit, he'd probably get about 800,000 on that. So we're going to go up 2. Not too bad, guys. Not too bad. So the reason why we're doing this, too, is because when you guys get into the World Tournament, if you don't have Broly, you want to make sure that you do have units. I'm just going to wipe all these guys out, try and get to the next group. You want to make sure that you do stand a chance, right? And this Raditz, you know, is it worth putting the orbs into him? Is it worth grinding him out? I did my video saying yes, and this is just further proof. Just doing a legit rainbow test with Raditz. So this is my Raditz. So I'm critically and hitting for between 200,000 to 400,000 on my own at about 80%. So still pretty good. I don't want to run out of Sabermen. Okay, here we go. Nice, we got that. Okay, so this is actually perfect because now we have our friend Raditz on the board. So what I'm gonna try to do is just get enough key spheres in him just to get his super attack off. So I'm just gonna collect spheres that are not intelligent. So I want to see what Raditz can do on his own. And we're also getting that buff from Whis, so it's gonna measure up the same exact way. So we'll get these green key spheres really quick, and then the rest don't even matter. Okay, so let's see how much of a difference it does. So we had that plus 12% attack from Whis both times. Alright, so 245, 438, 251, 475, 465. So even on his own, he still did quite a bit of damage, but man, it's the nuke that really gets that damage multiplier up, because he was hitting 1 to 2 million. I don't think there was 1 million hit in here, but even by himself with a critical, he was still able to hit a physical unit at 465,000, so not too bad, guys. Not too bad at all. But, I mean, if you're going in the World Tournament, I mean, unfortunately, you're probably going to have to use a nuke lead just in case, because as you go up in the ranks and you start fighting against units that are way stronger than you, especially if you want to do the higher levels of the World Tournament, you're going to need that multiplier in order to survive. Alright, now we're going to have some fun and hit this Saberman. Maybe we can get a few more tests out of here, too. Alright, so we got mine on the board, so we'll just wipe these guys out really quick and try to get one more nuke in here. I mean, anytime you guys can get a free-to-play unit that can hit for over 1 million, that's really good. Because if you're free to play, you don't have as many units as someone like me does. Because I do summonings all the time. I always have Elder Kais available to raise super attacks. It's just, you know, I have an unfair advantage, I guess you could say. Because I do a lot of grinding and I buy a lot of stones. But you guys can still make use of these free to play units and use type advantage to your advantage. And also, you know, get the nuke leads if you have them, and then utilize that to do as much damage as possible. Alright, so we're going to do one more nuke test here. Okay. And again, we have Whis on the board. This has actually been really good rotations, because we're seeing now the same exact thing. We're seeing our friend Raditz on the board, and we got Whis on the board again, so we get that plus 12%. Alright, and let's see how many orbs we can grab. We'll get a lot of rainbow key spheres here. Alright, so we're going to go down. No, we're going to go this way. That doesn't really matter, honestly. Okay, let's grab these. We'll just finish up. Here we go. So we were hitting 1 to 2 million before. Let's try again. And without all the key spheres, on that last physical Saberman, we did a 465,000 crit. It'd be nice if we could get a crit on this one and see how much more of a difference it makes. Oh! Wow, is that perfect or what? So guys, so Raditz just criticaled the physical Saberman you saw it, 465. And now with the nuke lead, he criticaled for almost 2 million. That is insane, guys. That is insane. So there is some power in there. This Raditz, man, he is quickly becoming one of my new favorite units in the entire game. And of course, here comes Baby. You know, he's like, you know what? I helped you with the showcase, so now it's my turn to shine, and everyone gets to see me. You know, I recently watched a video, guys, that was showing all the different sizes of every single character throughout Dragon Ball. From Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Super. And Golden Baby, Great Ape Golden Baby, was like almost like 4 or 5 times bigger than the Gohan or Goku when he first transformed. Like, he's bigger than a Rudagon, believe it or not. That's his actual size. And we all know how big a Rudagon is. He towers over a Rudagon. It was a really cool video. I hope it's accurate, because if it is, that's pretty hardcore. Here we go. I really like doing this event too, guys. I mean, I've already finished it. I've already gotten 1,000 enemies killed, but it was probably the most fun event I've had to grind out in a long time. Because it's just so satisfying killing all the Sabermen. Oh, look. Dude, this is so great. We get the same rotation again. Friend Raditz with Whis. Okay. So, I'm just going to fill his super. And again, we'll do a nice test to compare, see what we get again. This is like the best Rainbow Showcase so far that I've done. Everything has just lined up perfectly. And this event makes it even better. Critical, 463, 628, 255, 462. So yeah, so the damage really varies on the type disadvantage. We've gone as low now as 112,000 and as high as 2 million. So the range is there. There's quite a bit of range even against the type disadvantage of the kind of damage output that Raditz can do. So I mean that was a pretty good showcase. Like I said, if you guys are still worried, should you be pouring all your purple orbs into Raditz? Should you be grinding out his super attack? I think the answer is a definite yes. Especially if you have those nuke leads available to you. So, if you guys enjoyed the video, please show some love by smashing that like button. And hey, as always, more good stuff coming soon. See you guys.